Tonight on Game Night, Lincoln, Aaron, and Nikki will travel back to ancient Greece, the birthplace of democracy, to take our city-states and forge their economies, build up their militaries, and of course, collect some victory points in Cora, Rise of an Empire. It's a game for 2 to 4 players, published by Yellow, and designed by Headquarter Simulation Game Club. So follow us on down to the public agora and find Socrates and we'll discuss some philosophy. Won't you come with us?
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Lincoln.
Will you teach us Cora, Rise of an Empire?
I will teach you Cora. Cora is about Greek city-states. As we all know, all ancient civilizations were on a quest for victory points, and that's how we're going to determine the greatest Greek city-state in this game. And here's how we're going to do that. There are 7 different city-states that come with the game with slightly different powers and upgrades to their development. We've randomly chosen 3 of them, and they slot into these very cool sort of 3-dimensional player boards that track your city's development and upgrades here. And they have your player color on them. I am Thebes, and Nikki is Corinth, and Lincoln is Miletus or Miletus? Miletus. Okay, we looked it up. It's a little bit of a foreign word, literally. So here's how we're going to do this. As part of the setup, we've all got 4 drachmas, and our tracks, we've got 3 citizens. We've got no tax level, no glory level, no troops level so far, but we're going to increase those during the game. We, of course, start with 0 victory points. And our cities start with the basic level of economy, culture, and military. These are our 3 tracks on the board. If you look on the left, your city starts with a start game and a beginning of game bonus. This is your developments on the left. Mine says, at the start of the game, move up 1 level on the military track for free, and that's this little shield track right here. So I start with a slightly increased military.
Okay.
Nikki?
At the start of the game, gain 4
Drachma.
Culture or drachma. I don't know. I was looking at the owl here, so
the owl is used twice, and it's a tiny bit confusing.
Okay.
There's the tax level owl, which is the track here.
Yeah.
But when it's circled like that, it means cash.
Okay.
So you start with 8 money instead of 4.
Cash money.
Right, and Miletus, at the start of the game, move up 1 level on the economy track.
Okay.
Or the pancake track is what it looks like here.
And then the only other thing,
pancake track.
we have a pancake track and a pillar track and a shield track. Yeah. The only other thing that we need to do for setup, which we will probably cut out because it'll make for boring viewing, is we're going to draft 5 politics cards each once we talk about what politics cards are and how you use them. So here's how a game turn is going to go. And there are 9 rounds in the game. And every round is going to go something like this. Lincoln is going to flip over an event card. Go ahead and flip over the first one right now. The first and last events in the game are always the same. The first event is always growing populations, and the last event is always a Persian war or conflict with the Persians.
Okay.
The middle 7 are randomized, and some are in and some are out of the deck.
All right.
So this doesn't happen immediately, but it tells you what to prepare for in the event phase, which is phase F of the turn. So in this case, the first turn is always going to be, during the dice phase this round, each player who rolls a combined total of 4 or less on their dice. That means on 3 dice, a terrible, terrible roll.
They gain a bobbin?
They gain a philosophy scroll.
Philosophy
These
scroll,
are philosophy. So that's essentially just, if you rolled as terrible as you possibly could on the opening turn, they give you a little bit of a catch-up.
It's actually a spool of thread, not a bobbin, Nikki.
It's a scroll of parchment.
Okay.
You're Greek people. Live in the game.
My family was Greek, so there you go.
Embrace the theme.
Yeah.
I do like the theme, you know me.
So first we reveal the event.
Drachma.
In most cases, it doesn't take place yet. Okay. Then we go to tax. We all gain drachma equal to our tax level.
0.
0 right now. In later turns, we're going to increase our tax level and gain drachma in that step. These things are all done simultaneously. We haven't gotten to the...
It's kind of drachmatic.
This is a very drachmatic game. Then phase C is dice. We roll all the dice available to us. At the beginning of the game, this is 2 dice. Correcting our event a little bit, it is a little easier to roll 4 or less on 2 dice than it is on 3. But you still do get your catch-up philosophy scroll if you roll really badly. So you roll your 2 dice, and you're going to pick 2 of your action cards to assign those dice to. Later in the game, you may unlock your 3rd die. That happens on your culture track when you go from level 3 to level 4. You see a little +1 die symbol. And once you go to level 4, you have your 3rd die unlocked, and you always will roll 3 dice and choose 3 actions from that point forward. That's not mandatory. You don't have to get to that level, but it's a way to increase your options. So I've rolled a 5 and a 1. I'm going to choose 2 of these action cards. And here is the limitation, the reason I don't have total flexibility. With this 1 die, I can freely choose the 0 action or the 1 without paying anything extra. With the 5 die, I can choose 5 or less, any action with 5 or less. Essentially, that's a free action. So if I chose 5 and 1, that's fine, right? But let's say I really wanted to do the 6 action this turn. I can still assign any die I want to an action that has a higher number, but I need to pay the difference for doing that on the citizens track. So if I rolled a 5 and I want to do that 6 action, I pay 1 citizen to make up that cost. Essentially, your actions are basically open to you if you have citizens to make up the difference in your bad roll. If you happen to roll double 6s, you get to play any actions you want for free, right? If you rolled 2 3s and you really need to play action 4 and action 5, it's going to cost you 3 citizens. 1 to essentially bump the die roll up to 4, and 1 to essentially bump the other die roll up to 5. Get it? That's what citizens are good for. They're essentially phantom die pips that increase your die roll. But the 0 is always free for any die roll, and the 1 is always free for any die roll. So you assign 2 cards. That also, when we're about to explain them, will tell you what the actions you're going to do on that turn are. So what are the actions? You're going to be choosing 2 of these and then maybe 3 later in the game. In numerical order, I'm going to call out these numbers, and these actions will be performed in this order. So I'm going to say, did anybody choose philosophy? Action 0. And if anybody did, they gain 1 philosophy scroll. That's the philosophy action. Done. Action 1 is legislation. You first gain 3 citizens, moving up on that track. Then you draw 2 politics cards, and you choose 1 to add to your hand. The other one goes on the bottom of the deck. We haven't looked closely at politics cards, but I will explain them in a moment. All of these can be done simultaneously. The only one that matters for player order is number 4, military. So if I call out 0 and we've all chosen philosophy, we can just all take our philosophy token. There's no player order to that.
Okay.
The only time it matters is for military. So action number 2 is culture. Very simple. This little flowery fleur-de-lis symbol means victory points. Gain victory points equal to your culture level. Okay. That's it. Your culture level, we all have 1 right now, but later in the game, that will be a more rewarding action.
Okay.
Action 3 is trade. You gain 1 more drachma than your economy level. Then you may buy 1 minor knowledge for 5 drachma. Minor knowledge are these green, red, and blue tokens over here. You're also going to gain them from military explorations, which I'm about to explain. And they are very useful for gaining your developments on your civilization and gaining politics cards. We haven't explained both of those yet,
right,
but trade is a good way to get some of them. So you get money and you get the opportunity to buy a minor knowledge with trade. Number 4 is military. This is where we stop, and if more than 1 person is doing military, we go in player order. First you gain troops, that's this track, equal to your military level. It's based on your civilization board here. So you go up on that track a little bit. Then you may take an explore action. You don't have to do this part, but this is another way to gain tokens here. So you look at your troop level. Let's say I just did this action and I went up 2 because my military level is 2. Now I look at any of these tokens here I can qualify for, and I can take one if I can. This is the explore part. So I have to have the troop level that's written next to the token here, and it has to be an available token. Once it's gone, it's gone. So they basically start very low and they get much higher towards the bottom. I need 2 troop levels to take this token, so I could take it. I need 2 troop levels to take this token, I could take it. The number below that in the skull is how much reduction in troop level you get for that. So I could take this. I need 2 to take it. I lose 1 in taking it, but I would take this prize. That's a red knowledge token. The more expensive ones will also get you this reward in drachma money and or victory points that's written below it. So, later in the game, I might qualify for this one that I need 7 troop levels. It kills 5 of my troops, but it comes with 3 victory points. And then you'll also notice the ones that have laurels around them here. Those are called major knowledge. These knowledge tokens you will keep in front of you forever. They will help you qualify for big upgrades to your civilization's development and for some of your politics cards. So they are good to gain. The major ones will score points at the end of the game. Persepolis can only be claimed once, and you need to be at the top of the troop track for 15.
Oh, and you lose everybody.
And you lose them all, but you get all 3 of these, and that's huge. So exploring Persepolis will take your troop level all the way down to 0, get you these 3 tokens, which are going to be huge when I explain endgame scoring. And the last thing about Persepolis that's important is the final event in the game is always the same. It's the conflict with the Persians. If Persepolis has been explored, we all get 1 bonus action. We get to choose 1 thing from our deck for free, basically. If Persepolis has not been explored, nothing happens. Just FYI, that is the final event in the game, so you know. All right. And then one other thing that I have not seen happen, but it can happen. You're allowed to temporarily go above 15 on this track. So if the military action, say, takes me to 17 and then my troops get killed down to 10, that's okay. You can temporarily go above as part of that action and not be penalized
so it's not
for
as
it.
bad, yeah.
Right. Again, I don't know how common that is. I don't think I've ever seen someone go above 15 and then drop down, but you can, during just this action, temporarily go above 15. All right, that was the military action. I think that's the most complicated one. Number 5 is politics. This is how you play politics cards. Remember, action 2 lets you gain new ones. We're going to start the game with 5. We're going to draft again at the start of the game. And this is how you play them. So let me explain some politics cards. There are 3 types of cards. Yellow cards give you a one-time immediate benefit. Purple cards give you an ongoing power throughout the game. And red cards are end-game scoring VP. Up in the top right, it shows you knowledge tokens. You must have those knowledge tokens in front of you to play that card. That's the prerequisite for the card. You don't have to get rid of them. They don't go away. You just need them to play that. So when you're looking at your hand of politics cards, only some of them are going to be playable based on these tokens in the upper right. If there is drachma in the upper left, that you have to pay to play the politics card. So this one that I've just happened to draw as an example, Colossus of Rhodes, it's a huge one, FYI. It's 10 victory points. That's huge. But it costs 6 drachma to play, and you need 1 of every type of knowledge to play it. So that is an example of a very big one-time immediate scoring card. This one, Extraordinary Collection, you'd only need a single red knowledge to play it. And then every time for the rest of the game you played a politics card, not counting this one, you would gain 2 drachma in addition to whatever else it did. And this is an endgame scoring one, which again is pretty expensive. It costs 6 drachma and 3 green knowledges as a prerequisite. At the end of the game, you get 3 victory points for each leftover politics cards in your hand. So there are some cool things to do with politics cards. Those are the only ones we're going to explain, but they're pretty self-explanatory. Action 6, the final one we haven't gotten to, is development. This is how you move up that track on your city-state on the left side of your board. And it simply says, unlock the next development on your city tile. That sounds pretty easy, but you would not be able to do this and you would not choose this action unless you could pay the prerequisite that's listed on the board. So if you look at your city tile, the second one is probably pretty easy. It's just got like a couple knowledge tokens, or Nikki's has a knowledge token and a money cost she has to pay. Okay, mine is 2 knowledge tokens. There's also a symbol to the right. The lightning bolt is an immediate one-time effect. Mine is an infinity symbol, which means I have a power while I've gotten to this level or higher. And the top level is always going to be an end game victory point condition. So if you manage to get to the top level, there can be some big victory points, but you see it needs a lot of knowledge and a lot of upgrades to get to there. And you would have to have chosen development 3 times during the game
in the 9
to
rounds.
get there. In the 9 rounds. It's definitely possible. It's not easy. And of course the powers get stronger and stronger. Level 2 is pretty easy and it's a small, decent power. Level 3 is getting better, and the top level is going to be big victory points.
Are these available to you below that?
Yes, correct.
Once you've passed it.
Mickey's is a one-time bonus for level 2, for example. But yes, if she has hit level 3 and then advanced on to level 4, you still have the power of the previous levels. That was all the actions. That was the main meat of the game. After we've done actions, and of course, if we've all completed our actions by the time we call out, number 4, we don't have to continue on to 5 or 6, right?
Okay.
All right. Then we go to progress. This is when you have the opportunity to move up on these central tracks on your board: economy, culture, and military. Normally, you may choose one and move up 1 space on it. If you have the money, this always costs drachma. You're paying the cost on your board for the space you're moving to. So we all started at 1 culture. To move to level 2 just costs 1 drachma. Okay? It's very possible to have politics cards or other effects that will let you move again. Or you still have to pay for another level generally, but maybe it'll say you can also trigger the economy track, or when you trigger this track you may pay for another level.
Right.
But the normal rule is 1 track, 1 move. And like I mentioned with the dice, anytime you pass a little symbol there, you get the bonus that's written on it. For instance, you can see the economy track. The first time you move there, you get 3 citizens.
I actually have 3 citizens, so
you do.
Might as well do it.
The second time you get 3 citizens, moving to level 4 on the economy track gets you 5 victory points because you're passing that. Occasionally, 1 track will trigger another. You can see the culture track at the top here starts moving up your tax here. Your military track will often move up your glory level. And I haven't told you what that is because it's endgame scoring. So that's progress. That's a progress phase. That's one thing, something you kind of want to save drachma for. If you're out of drachma, you're not going to move up on progress that turn. All right, after we've all done that, we finally get to event resolution. It's not going to matter much on the first turn because the first turn is just consolation for rolling crappy.
Poorly, yeah.
But in later turns, this is now going to be something. A lot of events will penalize the lowest troop level or reward the highest troop level. FYI. I don't know what the deck makeup is. I don't know how many of those there are. But for first-time players, I feel that is valuable to know. Even if you're not planning on doing a lot of exploring, you should sort of try to keep up here because you don't want 3 bad events in a row to hit you because you're 1 behind me and Lincoln on the troop levels.
Yeah.
Got it?
Okay.
All right. But you do have the whole turn to see what's coming on the events. And then the last thing we do on the turn is achievements. If you unlocked an achievement that turn, and I'll tell you what those are, you can now gain a glory or a tax level. And that reminds you right here. What are achievements? Achievements are 1 other big source of victory points in the middle of the game before I tell you what endgame scoring is. There are 5 of them. We all have these 5 same tokens. And when you get an achievement, you immediately place your token there, and you and only you get those victory points during the game, unless another player got the exact same thing in the exact same phase.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is possible, because a lot of these phases are simultaneous, that we could do them at the same time. So, if you get an achievement, they don't provide victory points on their own, but they provide tax levels, i.e. drachma for the rest of the game, or glory, i.e. victory points at the end of the game. So they can be very rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
The 5 achievements are all marked easily on the board for you to see, very simple. First person to 12 citizens. Place your token here, you got it. First person to 6 troop levels. Again, you can tie because you can get these in the same phase. One of them's on your board here, economy level 4. One of them's here, victory points, 10 victory points or more. The final one is 3 or more politics cards in play.
Oh.
When you play a politics card, it just goes in front of you in essentially an array. So 3 or more of those in play. And if you have tied someone else and both placed the same token on the same turn, you don't get a choice, you both get a tax level. If you got an achievement all on your own this turn, you may choose glory or tax level.
So probably early you want the tax, later you want the glory. Maybe.
I would say, I mean, you really have to take what helps you at that point. Glory can add up to a lot of end-game victory points, and I'm going to tell you how.
Okay.
Right after I tell you one more thing. Look at the bottom of your city board and you see philosophy tokens. That's the one thing you don't know what they do yet, because you can gain them from that philosophy action. And there's a couple other things that will give them to you, like the politics cards and things. Or some event cards will reward you with philosophy tokens. So you can see that the first thing you can do is when you're rolling dice, and you actually don't have to use them to qualify for dice actions if you're short. You just use them in phase C, the dice action. But you can exchange a philosophy token for 3 citizens. That's it. You just toss the scroll away, you get the 3 citizens immediately. Might be worth doing to rush for this achievement to get the 12 there and get that extra glory or tax. 2 philosophy tokens, it shows you that wild symbol for that means any minor knowledge. That's one of these. However, this one is temporary. It is a ghost token only to help you get to a development level on your city or a politics card that you could not otherwise play. You do not keep this token for scoring at the end of the game. You do not hold it. It's just to help you qualify for something that you couldn't or normally get. It still can be very useful. And then the last one, which I sort of alluded to, is you can spend a philosophy token for an extra movement on the economy, culture, or military tracks during progress, phase E. You still have to pay the entire drachma cost. I'm at military 2. If I wanted to move to level 3 and level 4, I still have to pay the 7 drachma for both of those levels. But spending a philosophy token lets me move twice instead of just once.
Okay.
You can do that as many times as you like. If I have a boatload of money and a bunch of philosophy tokens, I could move on these tracks a lot.
Okay.
Okay, your end game scoring, you're going to have scored some mid-game VP from other sources and from these explorations. But your end game scoring is going to come from 3 places. Your red politics cards, if you've managed to play any of those. Your developments. Lincoln's is an immediate victory point award, but Nikki and I have endgame scoring based on our knowledge tokens. And your glory, which I've mentioned several times, and now I'll tell you how it works.
Okay.
Your glory times major knowledge tokens.
Major.
Yes, only the ones with the laurels.
Yeah.
So you can see why Persepolis is huge.
Right.
Nikki's ostensible glory score right here is 25 endgame points. 5 glory times 5 major knowledges. That's pretty big. I've only played this once, but the endgame scores were in the 40, 50, 60 range. So again, so every chance to increase your glory is increasing that multiple. You know, if it's going to be 2 times 2, it's not that much. But if it's going to be 6 times 7,
it is only 9 rounds though. Yikes.
That's a lot of points, right?
It's over quick probably.
It is.
Somewhat.
It does go nice and quick.
Okay.
All right. I believe that is everything. Any questions before we draft some cards off camera to keep it nice and easy? All right. Drafting, you get 5 cards. You're going to keep 1 and pass 4 to the left, then keep 1 and pass 3 and so on. It's a very simple drafting mechanism, but we're going to do it off camera so it's not super boring. I am the start player, randomly determined before we started.
We did roll 3 dice for that.
We did actually roll 3 dice, but it doesn't tell you how. It just says determine. And then we're going to begin. And the start player only matters for the military thing anyway. All right, we have drafted our cards. We all now have our starting 5. We have done the event announcement for the start of the game. The next thing we do is tax. And turn 1, none of us have any tax to collect. We collect 0. Phase C, we roll our dice. Remember, if you roll 4 or less, you get a consolation prize this round. I rolled 10. Nikki gets a scroll.
Scroll.
All right. Now you're going to assign those 2 dice to 2 of your 7 actions. Remember that it's free to assign it to a number of that value or lower.
Sure.
but you have to pay the difference in citizen if you want to do a more
Something
powerful
more.
action. So Nikki's really the one who's going to have to deal with that challenge right
I
now.
am.
But you could just do the simpler actions if you wanted to, keep it easy. All right, what do I want?
All right. Are we revealing these, or does everybody
You can just
know?
lay them out when you, have decided. It's not. We just wait for everyone to be ready, basically.
Okay, I'll wait. And you put your little.
Yeah, just so you put your dice on them just so we can check and make sure if anyone needs
I
to
can
pay.
afford it.
If you can afford it. Yeah, I got big numbers. I might as well do them. All right. Oh, these were here for a example. We just
Right.
don't have 5
make
glory.
something happen, so I won't be going. You will do it first, but
Action 0, no one chose philosophy. Action 1, you both chose legislation. You can do it simultaneously.
Okay.
You both gain 3 citizens.
2 off the top. Of the
2
deck.
off the
Let's
top,
bring
I guess.
Nikki
Yeah, I
away
might
first.
as
I
well.
don't know what.
Take 2
They're small.
and choose 1. The other one will go on the bottom of the deck. This deck can cycle through this game and see more cards that we have already seen.
Sorry.
I'm going to switch this to this one, guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Since military, we're just going to get you the one.
Yeah, I
military
mean, I
and
think
not,
I need to
like-
move up that track, but it's not going to get me very far.
It's more
because
rewarding
exploring
for you
would
next
be
turn. Yeah.
the next round. Yeah, if I can make that happen.
I can only explore this turn because I got the free
Sure,
starting
sure.
bump on that one. All right, that was action 1. Nikki chose action 2, culture,
Yeah.
and she gets 1 victory point because her culture level is 1.
Yeah.
Hey, she's
It's gonna
winning
make
the
the
game.
difference.
She is currently the winner.
Look, you only got to get to there, Nikki.
Okay.
Nobody chose action 3. Action 4, military. I'm the only one who chose
Yep.
it. I gain troops equal to my military level, which is 2. And I am going to take an explore action. I want to see which thing I
What
want.
you need, yeah.
Yeah, I want a green one, so I'm going to explore this, which knocks my troop level back down to 1, but I get a green knowledge token.
Cool.
And
Politics for me as
5,
well.
you and I both are going to play a politics card.
Yeah, you start first, though, I think.
It doesn't really matter for this phase. I mean, just
Okay.
tell me what you're playing.
I think I'm going to do the draw 2 cards from the deck and add them to your hand.
Nice.
So we just put it at the bottom of the deck?
No, that goes in front of you forever.
Oh,
because there's a
that's right,
reward
yeah,
for
yeah,
having
that's
3 in
right,
front of
right.
you. I'm playing gradualism, which I pay 1 less to move up on these tracks for the rest of the game. It's
Nice.
a permanent
Wow.
power. And that requires the 1 green token that I just
Right.
conquered.
Got it. Okay.
And of course, no one chose action 6 this turn, so we are done with the action phase. Progress phase. We can do this simultaneously, but for the first turn, it's worth just saying what we're doing. This is where you're going to pay drachma to move up on one of these tracks 1 tick. Nikki has the option to do an extra move because she has a philosophy token right now.
Okay.
And she's also pretty flush with money. So you can, if you feel like it, move one of these tracks twice or 2 of them once. And don't forget there's little bonuses if you pass certain levels. Lincoln might actually move up his economy and get an achievement for citizens right now.
I don't think I'm there yet. Oh, it would, wouldn't it?
It would
Yeah,
if you,
I'll
if
do
you
it.
move that.
What
Pay
the
your 2
hey?
drachma.
What the hey? Should I just do it?
I mean, why not?
Okay. I'm just saying it doesn't do anything. So I gain 3. There we go. Oops. Boink.
And you immediately place your shield on this. No one else is going to get there this turn. Which one do I want? Oh, I actually should have +1 glory
Yeah, I
because of
was
my
thinking
starting
that.
move for going up military.
Yeah, I think that we had forgotten to do
Right.
the same
Yeah.
thing for me.
Yep.
Yeah, and then for me, I'm gonna choose.
You're going to
to
choose
move
military,
that up
so you
and-
also get the +1 glory.
And a +1.
I think I'm going to move up. I'm going to move up military, and I do pay only 2 drachma because of the card I just paid with the discount. All right. Do you want to use your philosophy
I'm
scroll?
wondering.
Did you pay $2 just now for this one? You pay the number that you just covered up.
I did not.
I know. I'm checking on
All
you.
right. I'm done then.
Okay. Okay. You can. This is always good to save and have options later. All right.
Yeah.
That was the progress phase. Event resolution doesn't really apply this turn
Only
because it
Nikki
was a
P?
special one.
Yep. And then we do the next one.
Now
No,
we do
achievement.
achievement. You now can have a glory or a tax level because you were the only one who got an achievement this turn.
I probably should do glory, right? What's the one I don't want to be behind on? I mean, I'm not going to do it now, but
Well, tax is going to give you a drachma immediately next turn.
Yeah, let's
Glory
just
is end game victory points. Yeah. Okay. That was the end of round 1. I'm going to make one quick correction before we start this round. The start player rotates in an interesting way in this game that I forgot to mention. As soon as you roll the dice in the action phase, the lowest roll, which was Nikki last round, actually becomes the start player for that turn. So that's sort of a...
yeah, it didn't make a difference.
it's a
last round.
consolation
Right.
round.
Yeah.
A consolation prize. So getting first prize or first choice during that military exploration actually goes to the person who rolled the worst.
Sure.
So that's a little benefit, and it's an interesting sort of non-clockwise, non-counterclockwise start
Okay.
player movement. So technically, there's no token or anything, but right now,
Right.
you just keep looking at the dice totals, and Nikki is technically the start player right now. So flip the turn 2 event. It doesn't happen yet. It just tells us what's coming. Supplies from Lydia. All players gain 3 drachma. Not yet. It's going to happen in phase F. Got it? Now we tax. Lincoln gets 1 drachma for tax.
Because
Okay.
he's up
Because
here.
he's correct.
Okay.
Now we roll our dice and we get a new start player
Did
possibly.
these go back in our pile?
Yeah, they're always available in the normal,
Okay.
it doesn't really matter the order. You always have those 7 to choose from.
Oh my
I rolled 2. I'm going to be the start player
I
this
think
turn.
that you are.
Most likely. And I'm going to be paying some citizens pretty likely. So choose your actions. I will probably be paying some citizens or choosing very low numbers. I might just do what Nikki did and choose very low numbers.
I feel I probably should just spend the 5 to do that. It's expensive though, to buy one of them, and it's one of these, correct, out of this pool. And is this the no? This isn't the one that disappears, right? It's not a temporary card.
No, that one you're buying. You're straight up getting.
What's the one that was
The philosophy one. Spending
Oh.
2 philosophy scrolls.
I probably should just do that just to get a little bit of a bump because I don't really see. Oh, that was trade. Okay.
I am unfortunately spending all my citizens to play
Just to
Yeah.
adjust
military.
your pips?
Yep.
That's rough.
Yeah, it is. I
Yeah.
rolled real bad.
Okay, so I go ahead and take that right now for
Yes,
the 4.
spend 1 for that.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you don't get paid back for overspending
know.
on that
I
one.
know.
It's sad.
All right.
Can't I add my dice
Sorry.
together?
No, I know. It's a fun system. All right, we have a 0. Nikki is taking a philosophy
I
action.
am.
We have a 1. I'm taking legislation. I'm the only one. I get my 3 citizens back. And then I draw the top 2 cards, and I will keep 1. That one's no good. That one is slightly better. It goes on the bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone do action 2? No. Action 3. Lincoln is trading.
Yep. So I will gain 4
Correct.
drachma.
You get economy +1.
Okay.
And are you going to spend 5?
I
on a
think
thing?
I will.
All right.
I'm going to try to do something that will hopefully gain me a little bit of
The
wiggle
the
room.
golds are 5, by the way. I did.
Okay.
Nikki
Oh,
has
okay.
one, but
Okay. I thought that was a 10 or an 8. It looked like an 8, I think, there. Okay. And I need to figure out what I would like to have. So I'm going to take one of these. And I get to keep this,
don't
correct?
forget you also want red there at some point. for
That's
your
what I just drew, is it
Okay.
not?
I didn't see what
Yeah,
you took.
Yeah.
Okay, that was trade. I, again, am the only person who shows military. I now go up 3 troop slots. And I think, I also need to see what color
Yeah, it's rough.
thing I need. Guess I'm gonna take red. That's what I was thinking. All right, so I'm gonna do this one. I have to have 4 to qualify. I
Gives you
lose
2 though, right?
but it gives me 2 drachma, which is nice. And I get this red token. And that's my military, and looks like both of you did action 5 to play a card.
Yep.
I'm going to do that one, Diolkos, which the next time I take a trade, it gives me 1 drachma, 1 military, and 1 victory point,
Okay.
which is pretty. That's what I just
The
played
next
there.
time or every time?
It's just, I mean, it's every time. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
nice.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I'm going to need it because I'm
Yeah.
definitely.
And Nikki's
I'm not doing much.
I am going to pay 2, so I need change. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that was 4. Too much change.
To gain one of the reserve guys here,
A
I'm going to
knowledge
take
token.
this
Okay.
military dude.
Okay. And that's it. You just
That's
gain
it.
one. And keep the cards in front of you. And nobody chose action 6 again, so that's the end of the action phase.
I'm not rolling it.
Well, it's also it's also a tough action to take.
Well,
at the
I'm
beginning of the
getting
game.
there. I could do that on my first one at least. I would like to.
All right. Now we have progress. You may now pay drachma to move your tracks up. Nikki again has the opportunity to do multiple moves because she has the philosophy things. And I have a discount for paying 1 less on my tracks. I'm going to move economy, which costs me 1.
I'm going to pay 2 to move my military up, which gives me a victory point, right? Hooray!
No, a glory.
Is it glory? Oh yeah. Hey, I'm there.
Yep.
I didn't do the one earlier. Now I've got it. Is that the one we don't want to be behind others?
No, that's the end game multiplier.
Okay.
Troops, again, maybe in my first game we just drew all the troop events, but this is the one I think might
it's
penalize
based
the
on what these are.
lowest
Right.
people more often than some other things.
Okay.
If I do turn in 2 of these for this, like one time only, what
Yes.
is that? Do I hold on to it for the next turn?
It's immediately like if you did not have the red but you wanted to move this up, or you
okay.
did not have whatever you wanted to play the card for. It's just a ghost one, and it only lasts for like the single phase that you're using it in.
But I couldn't play another card.
Nope. But if you took that action and were 1 symbol short on the great card you wanted to play.
Okay.
Okay.
I will just pay 1.
And that did not give you a bonus.
No.
Okay. Lincoln, you moved up on military.
I
Okay.
didn't. I paid it.
All right. And now we all get 3 drachma from supplies from Lydia.
Thanks, Lydia.
Yay!
Yeah, she's
very
my
nice.
favorite.
Yes.
3.
That was probably the only universally good event, so don't get used to that.
Okay.
All right. No one earned an achievement this turn, although Lincoln's getting close to the event cards one, and I'm not thrilled about it. So no one gets to choose a tax or glory. That's the end of round 2.
Wow. All right.
Flip the event for round 3. Eleusinian Mysteries. The player with the highest troops level
Yeah.
Oh,
gets
boy.
4 victory points. Whoever has the lowest loses 4 victory points.
Oh, come on.
So the good news is you can't go below 0, and this is
Okay.
relatively early in the game, so there are not a lot of victory points at stake.
I mean, you and I are tied for 0.
Right.
Nikki would lose 1.
The semi-bad news is they are unfriendly ties for lowest in this game.
Okay.
So if you two are still at 0 by some miracle or tied, you could both lose 4 points. Or if you gained any points in the middle of this turn, you might lose them. This is obviously a good event to have right at the beginning of the game like this, and not on turn 7 or 8 when you're in last place on the troops. But I did warn you that the troop levels would come up. All right, so that's our event. Tax. Lincoln, take here's your tax.
Yeah.
And now we roll for our actions. Come on, no, not double ones. All right, I got okay. I actually did roll the lowest, so I'm the start player if it matters again. Now choose your 2 actions. Okay, it looks like we all overspent our dice this turn, so pay your citizen penalties if you need to make up a
yeah.
pip. You need to pay 1. Citizen.
No, I don't.
No, you don't. All right, whatever. I know I can do math.
I'm like, how does
the
that
other
die
way
go any
around.
higher? What
It's
am
the other
I
way
missing?
around. All right, it didn't match, okay? All right. All right. Looks like, what do we got? The lowest number's 3. We have no 0, no 1, no 2. Lincoln and I are both doing 3.
You think you go first?
It's simultaneous.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter.
So I get 4 coins.
And I get 3. And I'm going to buy a thing for 5 doll hairs.
I think I'm going to do the same.
I don't know which one yet, but I do. It's going to be blue. I'm going to have one of each.
Now, how'd you buy?
It's part of trade. You get your money, and then you can buy one of those
Oops,
for 5.
one too
I think
short.
you did it last time.
That seems kind of expensive. No, I had a special
It's very
card.
expensive.
I had a.
But these are really good because they unlock powerful cards as well as your super top
Yeah.
development that you're going to try to get to.
That card's not
Alright.
necessary.
Did you buy one?
I did. I'm deciding which one to buy.
Sure.
I'm sorry. I paid the money, but I
No
haven't
problem.
picked one out. This is the one I want to get going, so I need one of these. Okie dokie. Wait, we double check. Let's do a green one first. I'm going to go on the same, behind you one, but I'm going to go for that same thing. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Action 4. Nikki took military.
Yes, I
so
did.
you are going to get 2 troops because your military track is at 2.
All right.
And would you like to explore?
Yes, I would. I'm just going to take that 2.
Right here?
That one?
And someone, then I go down, right?
Mm-hmm. The red. So you want a red token.
Yeah.
All right. Nobody else did 4, and we all did 5. So let's all play a card.
Okay.
It doesn't. There's no order, but we should all say what we played. I'm not sure which one I'm playing. Either one of those.
Okay, I'm going to do
I'm playing that one.
Extraordinary Collection, which lets me gain 2 when I play a card, which doesn't matter this round.
Gain 2 what? Drachma?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm playing Foreign Supplies, which gains 2 troops when I take a trade action.
All right. And I'm doing Gifts from the West.
Oh, and I have to pay 2. And
Gifts
that's
from
just
the
an
West.
automatic
3.
money.
3 money.
All right. And Lincoln is the only person to get 3 politics cards, so he gets another achievement.
Yeah, I was just wondering if we do it whenever the...
You place it right away, you get the reward at the end of the turn.
I see.
All right, no one did action 6 yet. Progress. Pay to go up 1 track. Nikki still is the only philosopher who can go up multiple tracks and hasn't yet tried to do that.
I'm just going to do 1 to go up the culture track,
I'm going to go
which
up.
gives me a coin. That's weird. Oh, no, next level. Okay, good. Like, that can't be yet.
It's not. That's not a coin. That's a tax level, which is much
I
better.
want that, yeah. Next round. It's going to cost me 4 to get
Which
there,
is
though.
the tax level?
This one that gives you money every turn.
Right. How do I this track?
owl.
Your next time
When you
up.
pass this owl, you get 1. I
That's
am
4.
going up economy, which gets me 3 citizens and costs me $1 drachma.
Okay.
Okay, so I will pay 4
Now what do I need?
and to go up here.
Oh, I screwed that up, but okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Want to pay for an extra step?
No,
Okay.
I keep thinking.
I mean, there's no reason to rush it,
Today's the
right?
day.
Today's the day? No,
No,
not yet.
no.
All right. That was progress. Event resolution. I have the highest military, so 4 points for orange. And Lincoln has the lowest military, so down to 0.
Hey, I'm at 0.
Yeah, all right. Okay. You also did get an achievement, so would you like a tax bump or a glory bump?
Probably still tax. Seems early enough,
Tax
maybe.
is pretty good.
Okay. And that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. Round 4
Yep.
event.
Pay 2 fear drachma to move up 1 level in the track. Okay. Interesting. Oh,
For
wait.
troops. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
The player with the highest troops.
Oh, I did take a trade action, by the way. So I think I lose a victory point. I would have lost a victory point, by the way. So back down,
Oh,
and I gain 1 troop strength, and I gain, that would be the lost victory point, and 1 drachma.
so you get troop, drachma, and victory point every time
It's
you
a comma,
trade.
comma, comma.
I'm just checking.
No,
I'm
no,
just-
I know.
I'm just trying to
Comma,
remember.
comma,
it.
comma.
Nice. It's a comma, comma, comma. All right.
Okay.
Chameleon.
So you did have a victory point and went down to 0.
Yes.
Okay. All right, round 4. Lincoln gets 2 attacks now, and Nikki
Yeah.
gets 1.
I do. It's exciting though.
Yeah. I'm still getting 0. I'm getting my money in other ways. Oh, I'm getting
Yeah.
4 actually. I got $1.
$1.
All right, roll your dice.
Hey.
Hey.
Yay.
I got a good one. You might be the start player. Lincoln's gonna roll.
Hey, 2
Oh.
3s.
She got 5.
Yep.
So Nikki's technically the start player. Assign your dice to actions.
Woof. That was not good.
Maybe not. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Any 0s? Any 1s?
Nope.
Any 2s? Nikki's
Yeah.
got a culture, and her culture's getting up there.
My
She
culture
gets
is.
3 victory points
Yeah.
for 3 culture. 3 for blue. Do you have anything that triggers off culture? No. Trade. Did we all trade? Everybody trades. All right. Let's give Lincoln his bonuses. He gets a drachma, a victory point, and a troop level.
Yep.
You are black, right?
Yep.
Get
Nice.
your victory point. All right, and now take your money, which is 1 above your economy.
1 above my economy, so,
So
I
you
get
get
2.
2. You're still rich though. And now you may buy a knowledge token if you like.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy it. I need my money for other things.
For 5, yeah?
Correct.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, you-
Yeah, I guess I will. Let me see what I need. I need everything. I need to start doing the military, but I need to roll better.
Yeah.
Oh, and I get 2 troop for taking a trade action. That's my special card.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I will take a green, a blue to start on that for the 5. And there's the 5. Okay.
And you hit that. Were you only here?
Yeah.
Okay, I did not buy I buy a token. 4, I'm the only one who took military. I gain 3 military troops. I get the military
Good
achievement.
for you.
I think I am going to explore. I'm just going to take this easy one here. I'm going to take this one where I only lose 1 troop, but I gain a victory point for Peach, please.
Peach. Okay. And
Actually,
that was
I lied.
military?
Sorry, I lied. Leave that. I'm gonna take a blue one. So I get a money and a victory point,
And
but I
one
lose
more
one
back.
more
Okay.
troop. I want the blue helmet knowledge. Okay, that was military 5.
I did not do
No
a 6,
5s.
but I
Lincoln
have
did
to
a
pay
6.
because I only had a 3.
Oh, you should have paid that immediately. You pay that when
I'm
you
sorry,
place
okay.
the die, but it's
Okay.
fine.
And then,
I paid over.
so development, I am going to go up this track,
Sure.
and you
cost
you
me
do have
1.
to pay $1
Yep.
for that. Okay, and that's an immediate
Choose
benefit
2
of what?
tracks, yeah. Choose 2 tracks.
Ooh.
Economy, so I'm going to do that for sure. That gives me this. And then I will go up.
And 5 victory points for passing that little victory point symbol.
Okay. And then I will go up here.
Wow, it's just 2 bumps immediately, huh?
Yeah.
That's nice. All right, that's everybody's actions. Progress track. Pay for your levels. I'm going to pay for economy. Cost me 2 drachma.
Isn't it reduced by cost, though? Didn't you have something that reduced the cost?
I do. That's why I'm paying 2
Okay,
instead of
okay.
3.
I'm sorry.
But I thought I was going to share this achievement with you, but you got in at a different phase than I did.
Oh, really? Because of the
You did it during
development?
the action phase as part of your
Oh,
development,
wow.
and I did it during the progress phase
Wow.
as part of my progress track. But I just got 5 victory points, so I get this one.
Nice.
Gonna move up on a track.
Yeah.
Lincoln, are you paying for a track?
I have to think about it here. I have the money.
I guess I'll pay 2 and go up on citizens here. 2,
I mean, I'm gonna get.
2, and then I go up 3, right?
Mhm.
1, 2,
Well,
3.
if I do
Hey, I'm
that-
with everybody.
Hey.
Nothing exciting.
Right.
I'm gonna pay 4 to move my culture up, which will bump that up.
That moves up tax. Nice. All right. Event resolution. The player with the highest troops level, which again is me, can pay 2 fewer to move on 1 level on the track of their choice. So I can pay for. I think I'm gonna pay for military. Yeah, because everything else is cheaper. So I save the most by paying $2 to go up military, which gets me 1 glory. And achievements.
Yep.
You got 1 and I got 2 this turn.
Yep.
Uh,
We'll go up here.
I just moved you.
Okay, well, I'll go up here.
No. I already moved you from 1 to 2 when I took mine
Sure.
for here. So that's where,
Yep,
correct. You're
we're
correct
correct,
on
yep.
2. But I get, should I take 1 of each? Or should I ignore tax and get my money from conquering? Let's try it. I'll try all glory. That's all the achievements. No more achievements are possible.
Okay.
It's time for a new round. So flip an event card.
This one is the player with the highest troops will level draws 2 cards. Whoever has the lowest discards 2 cards.
Ooh. Tax. Lincoln now gets 3.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki gets 1. And I don't believe in tax.
Okay.
I'm a tax-free city. Roll your dice and then choose your actions. Oh! Good thing I have citizens.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do, thank goodness.
All right. I gotta pay 2. 1, 2, 2.
What do you? Oh, you're paying citizens.
Yeah, I was 1 short on each.
Gotcha. I have to pay 1. I'm 1 short. Okay. Everyone's good?
Yep.
I chose 0. I'm going to take a philosophy scroll. Anyone chose 1? No. Anyone chose 2?
Nope.
No. We have 2 3s. Lincoln and I are going to trade. Lincoln gets a troop, a drachma, and a victory point. And I get 2 troops for trading. And then we get our money. I get 5, but I'm actually going to keep it. I'm not spending on a token. And Lincoln gets 4, 5.
5, yeah. Oh, yeah,
yeah.
5.
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong.
I was like, I thought
you're
I
right, you're
upgraded
right,
there.
You're right.
It's been 4
I was
for a
looking
while.
at
but
this
yeah.
side because it's on
Yeah.
this side on my board.
Sure, sure.
And are you going to buy a token or are you going to keep the money?
I think I will buy 1 red.
Okay. You are also next for military.
Okay.
And it looks like
So
you
I
go
gain-
up
Yeah, I
3.
get, gain 3, finally getting some stuff. And then I get to explore.
Yes.
And I'm at 6.
Yes. You have unlocked the major knowledge tier if you want to conquer something nasty. You can get some rewards for it. Or you can take an easy one and just take the knowledge.
2 blue. So I need 4 and I lose 4, right, to do
Yep.
that? Yeah, I'm going to do that.
So you go down to 2, but you also get a drachma and another victory point.
Okay.
And that's it. You're the only military. Nikki's going to play a politics card on 5.
Yep. Dun, 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 dun. This one is Reformist.
Nice.
During the progress phase, you may move up a total of 2 levels on the track or tracks of your choice.
That's pretty good. And you have all the
Yeah, it's
knowledge for it, so
just
you don't
one
have to
of
play
I
everything.
each.
think I'm going to
Yeah,
switch
take
it
your
because I
time,
had the
yeah.
5, right? I could do this one that's a little bit less loss, right? I need 5, but I lose 3.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
And it's the same
they're
kind of
both-
stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
There's no
Thank you, I'm
reason.
sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't really actually
No,
paying
I didn't.
attention.
I didn't.
I knew about it, but I was
would
like,
have said it if I noticed it. Yes. Oh, so you go here to 3. And Nikki played a card that didn't cost
Yeah.
her anything, and she also played action 6.
Yes, I did.
So she
I'm gonna
has.
go up here.
She has to pay $1. She's got the red knowledge. All right. So you gain tax level equal to your minor knowledge in one color, which is
Yeah.
unfortunately just one for
Right.
every other one of them.
Which, boo. So I go up 1, though.
Yeah. And that's all the actions. We now go to progress, where Nikki can go up any 2 she wants as long as she pays for them. Oh, you're poor though. You're probably only going to go up one of them.
I
next time.
have no money now.
You are low on money.
It's pretty sad.
I'm going to spend 3 to go up here, gain another 5 on that track.
But if I do the scroll action, right, I'm not paying.
You
I'm
must
just
still
going. I'm
pay.
always
Yep.
paying.
Wait, do I want to do
Okay.
that? Actually, I'm going to go back.
Oh,
I'm going to do this, spend 1 more, which gives me one of these.
I'm moving up 1 on culture for free because I get a 1 level discount.
Okay. I cannot afford to go.
Nope, you can't pay for any right now. All right. Event resolution. The 30 Tyrants. I draw 2 politics cards because I have the most troop levels.
Nikki, you have
Nikki
to discard
has to
2.
discard 2.
Well, this is not good.
They will go.
I'm sorry, Cutie, that's bad.
Yeah,
It's
a kind of
really
a
bad.
bummer. No more achievements are possible. We can skip that round for the rest of the game. Flip the event card for round 6, I believe.
Hey, we're all going to gain some military
Everyone's
strength.
just going to straight gain 3 military in the event phase this turn. Tax. 3 for Lincoln, 2 for Nikki. My people still don't believe in tax.
Right.
Okay.
Roll your dice and choose your action. No one's gotten to the 3 dice yet. You guys are both really close.
Where's the 3 dice?
Next
it's on,
level up
it's
on
right here.
culture.
If you get to the next level on culture,
it's right there. I
you
know.
roll 3 dice. Oh, I rolled 5 and 6.
Six and a 3.
Can I ignore that? No zeros. Nikki's got a 1. Legislation.
So I go
Gain 3 on citizens.
1, 2,
And now
3.
you're trying to recover some of those cards you lost.
Yes, I am.
Yes. She's going to choose 1, and 1 goes back. Since we all chose individual actions this turn, but so while Nikki's deciding between her 2 politics cards, we can also move on to action number 2, culture, which is Nikki gaining 3 VP from her culture level. So 3 for blue. And action number 3 is Lincoln doing trade. He gets a troop, a drachma, and a victory point. And then are you going to buy? Then you also get
5.
5 still,
Yeah, 5, yep.
and then maybe buy some knowledge.
Okay.
You gonna
Yep.
buy knowledge? Got your card.
And you did my.
I gave you your 3 points. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not going to buy one of those tokens.
Okay. Will you tell me? Do we have 3 event cards left? Yeah, 3 rounds after this. Okay. That was trade, I'm doing military. I gain 4, and I'm not going to explore this turn.
Save it.
I do. No, I don't get any bonus up. Yeah, I'm going to save it. I also did 5 to play a politics card, and I'm playing. Oh, that one's so expensive. I'm playing Proskenion, which I have 2 blue to play. At the end of the game, I get points equal to my citizens level. So if I can
Nice.
max that up, I get 15 points. And you have 6
Development.
development.
So I'm going to pay the 2. I have these that I need,
Yeah.
and I'll gain 3 when I do a trade action. Victory points.
Oh, nice. All right. That was all the actions. Progress. Now you can buy a track. Nikki can buy 2. She can probably only afford 1, but she's got money this
I'll
turn.
do that to go
And I
up
can
there.
buy
Gives me the die.
1 or 2 with my scroll. It's pretty expensive to go up on culture, man.
Yeah, it's beastly.
Right?
But it means I'll get to do a little bit more.
It is. It's going to get you a few more actions and a lot of flexibility. I'm going to go up on economy for 2 drachma, which gets me 5 people citizens.
Peoples.
All right, I'm going to pay 2 and go up this track.
And she also gets
3.
to 12.
What does getting to the top of that track do for you?
Nothing unless you need to spend them on dice pips.
Yep,
I just happen to get a card that
Okay.
rewards that.
Nothing else is only 1, so I'm done.
Okay. Event. Hey, we all get 3 troop.
Oh,
Wow, you're going to get that 15. Holy cow.
yeah.
3 troop levels. And no more achievements are possible. 7th round of 9. Prosperity. The player with the highest troop level can take 1 politics action.
Nice.
That is the play a card action.
Yep.
Okay. However, if I do Persepolis this turn, I won't have any troop levels. So I might just have to hold off for a turn. Tax. 3 for Lincoln, 2 for Nikki. Well, I almost got tax, but not quite. Then Lincoln does have 3 dice. Roll your dice and pick your actions. The interesting thing about getting your 3rd die means you're never going to be start player almost, unless you roll horrifically well. Because I rolled
yeah.
a 3.
Yeah.
Paying 2 citizens for dice pips.
No, okay, that's right.
Okay. I did it in the right time.
I
It's
know,
only,
you
it's
did.
only the second time I've had to do that.
I
So I
know.
was,
Yeah, I know. It's not a common overspend, really. All right. We have no zeros, but I did a 1 legislation. I go up 3 citizens. I take 2 cards. And then you guys can go on to 2 and score your cultures if you want to.
yep, that gives me 4 points. Okay.
3 for me, please. Thanks.
Oops, I didn't put them in the right order, though.
Doesn't
My
really
head
matter.
will explode.
All right. Looks like you guys both also have 3 trade.
Okay.
So you gain 4 drachma. You get 1 more than you have on that level. And Lincoln still gains 5. Now you may buy a knowledge token for that 5, or you may not.
Nope.
Okay, Lincoln, you got a
No.
lot of money. So you're saving the money?
Well, I don't know what to do. I mean, those are okay, but I'm going to get some. I didn't do it. I didn't get cards, so I don't have cards. I will play a card on the next round, probably. I kind of need
I
to.
understand. There are some expensive cards. Okay, no one buys a knowledge token. Military, me and Lincoln both chose I go first because I rolled less. It's not going to matter really, though. Okay, now I am going to do the thing I said was almost rarely impossible. I'm going to temporarily go to 18 military,
Right.
and then I'm going to spend some, but I'm not going to do Persepolis. I'm going to just take some of it. Let's see. Next turn, I want to be at about 11, so I want to spend 7. 7 gets me 3 drachma.
Oof.
Oh, no, wait. I can lose 7. I can get 3 and 3
That's pretty great.
are 4. 2 and 2. Yeah, I'll do this one. So I'll drop from 18 to 11, and I'll take 3 drachma and 3 victory points. Hold on one sec. I need to make sure
You get what you need? Yeah.
That's what I need. And it's not really... give me 1 more point, and I'll stay at 12. I'm going to take this one for 4 victory points.
Okay.
Not the blue, and take the green. Okay. All
Okay.
right, Lincoln, you get 4 military.
Right.
Do
Did
you
I
wanna
get bumped
explore?
up on that military in the, when I did the training?
I've been saying and doing it every
Okay,
time.
good. Fantastic. Just double checking.
Yeah.
And then I will get, I want this one. I need, that was what I was hoping to do. So 6 and 3, I lose 3. Okay.
And you get 2 monies.
2 monies.
All right. And is that all the actions? No one chose higher than a 4 this turn.
Nope.
No 5s and no 6s. Progress tracks. Now you got some money. You may spend them on the tracks. I'm going to spend 3 to get a tax level.
I spend 5 to go up in the military.
Actually, shoot. I don't have enough money to do what I need to do. No, I'm fine. I'm doing it anyway. So that cost me 3. I didn't take my change. I did my tax level. Nikki, you
Yeah.
got 7. You don't want to go up something? You went up on military.
It's messing me up. I need 1 more turn than we're gonna have.
I totally understand. That's the name. It should be the name of this game.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let me just do the scroll. I'll burn a scroll and move up 3 on this track.
Okay, you are blue.
3.
Event resolution. I'm highest troops again. I get to take a politics action, which means play a card. And I'm playing this one for 1 drachma. I get a free culture bump, which gives me my 3rd die.
Nice. I couldn't spend the 6. I was like, if I spend the 6, I can do 3 cards on
I actually
my
have
last
a
turn.
bunch of
but
cards that I can't afford right now, which I would have loved to
Yeah,
play.
that's what I'm.
All right, 2 turns left. Flip the event. Conscripting troops. The player with the highest troop level gains 3 citizens. The player with the lowest loses 3 citizens. That's not really that bad because we're not really going to need our 15 citizens for the last 2 turns of the game. Except for me, who's scoring points from them.
Right.
Taxes. I get 1.
Yay!
I
You
finally got one.
decided
It's
to
my
jump
first-
on board.
Ever tax.
4, right?
No, it's
oh,
here.
it's 3. Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking the wrong thing. God, I still have a lot of money.
You do, but you can spend it on something. Okay. Second to last turn. We got to roll our dice. And just FYI, it doesn't matter, but right now is the only time you can exchange that scroll for citizens. So you're technically doing it now and getting your 3 citizens.
Okay.
It just is done in this phase for whatever reason. It doesn't matter.
Oh my
It doesn't matter
gosh.
that you did it a little earlier. Hey, you got a good roll. We all did pretty good, actually. I actually want to do that. Yeah, right. I'm spending one more citizen than my dice allow, or one more action point than my dice allow.
Okay. It was a little harder to figure out than I thought it would be.
It's when that third action really kind of gets you going too. All right, everybody's got their actions. Do we have any zeros? No zeros, no ones, no twos. Did we all do trade? We all did trade.
Yeah.
All right. I get 6 drachma. Nikki gets 4.
Thank you.
Lincoln gets 6. Plus, his other bonuses are a drachma, a troop level, and a victory point. And now I'm not going to buy a knowledge token. Would you like to buy a knowledge token for 5? Nikki and I both have endgame scoring for knowledge tokens, although it looks like we're not going to get to that level. You just have that 15-point boom. So it may be less important for you.
I'm going to try it. I don't
All
know
right.
if my math is right, but
Fair
I'm
enough.
going to do it.
There is a lot of is my math right in this game?
Do.
Lincoln, no? No token.
No.
Okay. Military, Lincoln. Who rolled less between Lincoln and I? I rolled 1 less than him. It doesn't really matter because he probably wasn't going to get to Persepolis, and that's what I'm going to do. I gain 4 military, which puts me at 16. I lose 15 to go to 1, and I explore Persepolis.
Right.
And I should have gained 2 for my trade action.
Okay.
Okay. Your military, you gain
5. And I'm going to go for...
You can have any token you like.
I know. I don't know that it really matters, other than maybe some victory points. I'll do this one here. It gives me... I needed 6, cost me 3. Okay.
Okay. Oh no, I'm going to lose citizens.
Don't you gain 4?
You also get 4 victory points.
Oh.
Yep.
Wait.
Well, which
I
one
did
did you
2.
just
I
take?
did 2.
Okay, so
Oh,
2
yeah,
points.
yeah.
Thank you. Good eye. You did not do military. Did we all do politics? We all did politics. Let's all play a card. Just for confusion's sake, let's do it in player order.
It was 12.
You and I tied. I think it stays with me then. So I'll play. It doesn't really matter. I'm just so we're announcing.
Yeah.
I'm playing. I can play either of these. I'll play austerity. I need 3 green. It costs 6 drachma. At the end of the game, I get 3 points for every card left in my hand, which is currently 12 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Okay, Nikki, play your card.
Sure. I'm going to play central government. So at the end of the game, I'm going to gain 2 victory points for every card I have.
In play,
Yeah.
including this one.
Yeah, including
is
this one.
Currently 8
So
points.
it takes 2 of those, and I've got it, and it costs 4, so I just need change.
Okay.
Thank you.
Lincoln's card.
I'm going to play the gold reserve. Cost me 8.
Ooh.
And it will give me double what my economy level is at the end of the game.
Nice, which is 10 right now. Did nobody play 6? Did you play a 6? No. We're done with actions. Progress. I can't afford it this turn. Nikki's got $4. Lincoln's rich.
Yeah.
You could afford it. This is 5 points once you pass from here to here.
Yeah.
Let's spend the
How
3.
much? It's 3 to do it?
Uh-huh.
Go up here.
I don't know if I can pull it off. I could pull it off. Okay, I will. 3
3. Seems
for 5
3
points.
for 5 points. Yeah.
So
5 for blue.
5 for
5
blue?
points for blue. She passed that economy milestone.
Nice.
okay.
And what did you do? Did you buy one?
I did. I moved up here, and I gained 5 of this.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, event resolution. Well, you're about to gain more, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
You gain 3 citizens, and I lose 3. I now have the lowest troops.
Okay.
All right. Final turn. final event, we looked at it at the beginning of the game. It's always conquest of the Persians. If Persepolis has already been explored, it just was. Remember, in the event resolution phase, so after we've done basically the entire turn, every player may take one action of their choice except military. So you
Okay.
can't scoop up some of these extra victory points, but you can do one more development or play one more card or one more culture, get a few more points. So it's one free action for everybody at the end, basically.
Okay.
Okay. Tax time. I get 1, you get 2, Lincoln gets 3.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Roll your dice, choose your actions, remembering that you're gonna get any action of your choice later.
Okay.
So this is the only turn which you actually could do the same action twice. You could develop twice or play 2 cards this turn because you're not actually playing
Oh.
an action that you have left over. You're just choosing an action.
Okay.
All right. I rolled pretty cruddy.
Oh my gosh.
That was a 1.
Can I re-roll?
There's no re-roll, no dice alterations, no nothing in this game. I find that a
man.
little bit funny.
Do I want to pay for that?
I think I kind of want this.
Had a bad roll, but it doesn't really matter.
I definitely want this. And this. Or do I want trade?
I guess we could do whatever we want. Got enough citizens to go crazy.
Yeah, right. You're really not limited. You can just take whatever actions you want.
Hilarious. I was going to pay 1, but I ended up not doing. Oh wait, I might. Oh no, I'll get to play a card if I get something. That'll be great. Okay.
Okay, everybody chose.
Yeah.
I don't see any zeros, but I see a couple of 1s. So Lincoln and I both gain citizens. He's at the top of the track. And then let's see. You rolled less than me, so you get the first 2 cards to choose from. And I get the next 2. We've probably already seen these cards based on how many times we've gone through the deck.
I have not seen these.
I've not seen these either, but it's possible that other players have. I
That's
don't
the
think-
worst.
Yeah, these are both terrible. Whoa. This one would have been really good. You have to throw 1 away.
Oh, it's fine. They're both gold, which is lovely.
Right. Mine
Does
are both
gold
purple.
do anything at the end of the game?
Sure, it's like but they're like gain $3 or gain 1, knowledge. They're really good at the early game, really.
Okay.
I got 2 purples, which are like ongoing powers I'm never going to use.
Yeah, I got a fistful
Yeah.
of those.
All right, that was 1. Any 2s?
Nope.
No culture. Lots of 3s. We all did
Okay.
3.
I forgot to do my minus
Oh, then just
citizens.
yeah, I mean,
so it's
just
3.
in case. Yes, it is 3.
1, 2,
I
3.
think mine were all correct. Yes, mine are all fine. Okay, let's see. Trade. I get 6. Nikki gets 5. Lincoln gets 6 plus. He gets a bonus drachma, a bonus troop, and a bonus victory point, and I get 2 bonus troops for my card power. And now you can buy knowledge, just the minor kind, if you want to. I don't know that any of us want to right now.
Nope.
Although, neither of us did it, but if we got to the top of our
Yeah,
development,
I know.
you would get a lot of stuff for that.
Yeah.
Military, we both did that. You're going first this time.
Okay.
So you gain 5. You're at 17,
Yeah. Well, I'll do the best scoring one, which is
which is
guy,
this.
yeah.
So you drop to 9, and you get 6 points.
Okay.
I'm sorry, did we do taxes?
Yes, I handed them to you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's no problem.
Okay.
It was 1, 2, and 3, just like last
Yeah,
year.
okay.
Where am I? I gain 4 to 9, and I will also just do the best one available. I can lose it all for 4 points and 4 monies. 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 monies.
Monies.
And that was military. I'm done with my actions. Nikki's playing a card.
Yep. So I pay 6.
Uh-oh.
for the Colossus.
Ah, it's the one I said was good.
6, and I gain 10 points.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Okay. You're winning, just like in the beginning of the game. You're 1 or 2 points ahead. All right. That's all of the actions, right? Progress. Oh, I might be able to do one of these. I didn't think I was going to have the money. Don't forget, you get one more action, and it can be anything. So save up for that last card
I'm
or
already
that last
prepared, yeah.
development.
I got 4 to do the. Might as well do the economy since it's double for me.
Oh, I can do. I have a scroll. I think I can do 2. And it does something. 1, 2,
So,
3, 4, 5.
Quick question.
Yes, sir.
How does this all work again?
It is your level here. It's a multiplier. Your level here times major knowledge, which is the wreath
The
ones.
4 that I have.
So you have right now you have 12. 3 times 4.
Okay.
If you got 1 glory bump, it would go to 16.
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be better to do this.
That's why I'm thinking the same right
and I'll
now.
take the 4
Um,
and pay the. Oh, well, I'll just add 3 more.
Because
Wait, let me do that. Again.
it's a 5-point bump for me, but I actually don't think that's good enough.
So I'm gonna do the military bump. That'll be 7. Oops, wrong thing. But that's great because it gives me another level here. I think that's 1 too many coins, by the way.
So I'm not going to do one. None of them matter for me.
I
Yeah.
believe I don't have enough coins or anything
it
to
doesn't
do
look like you
any
do.
extra turn.
I mean, you could go up on this again, the culture track, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And then we do the extra thing
Then
here.
you do your extra free action.
Which
Okay,
is
I'm
this,
gonna
right?
upgrade here on the this
wait,
to
do
gain
I?
15 points. That's gonna cost me 4.
That gets me.
I have all the symbols I
12.
need.
Yeah. Oh, you went to the max thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, development. I'm playing a politics card, which costs 6 drachma, and I score victory points times my lowest level at the end of the game, so it's a 12-point card at the end of the game. End of the
Okay.
game.
Can I do a culture?
Sure.
Okay. Woohoo! So I get,
You get 3
this one.
points.
3 more points,
For-
please.
And that was the event resolution. That's the end of the game. Now we do endgame scoring.
Yep.
The 3 endgame scoring types are development levels, which Nikki and I did not get to our top level.
Yeah.
Lincoln already took his as a lump sum immediate one because that's how his city works. So those are done. Glory scores and red
Bonuses,
cards.
uh-huh.
So let's do Nikki's. What's your red card?
My red card is 2 points for every card that I have in play,
And you have-
including this card. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards.
So that is 10, and you go to 38.
Where I'm at.
Thank you. And your glory is 1 times your major knowledge, which is nothing.
right.
You didn't collect any of those.
I did not.
All right. Lincoln, your red endgame card.
I get 10 points because it's 2 times the economy level.
48. And your glory is 4
Mm-hmm.
times 4, did we decide, right?
Right.
You have 4 major knowledges,
Yeah.
16. So 2, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 64.
Okay.
I have, now just to spoil you, I decided early on, because I was getting a lot of cards, to never develop
Yeah.
and only go with endgame cards.
Right.
I mean, I didn't do that. I've only played this once before, but I just thought
Right,
it was
right.
going to work out. All right.
Probably did.
I think so.
It looks like it did.
However, austerity is 3 points per card left in my hand, so that's 12.
Mm-hmm.
That should go to 30. Diversification is 3 times my lowest level, which is also 12. And equal to my citizens level, which is also 12. 12 for every endgame card. And my glory level, I think it's really just Persepolis that pushes me over the top. So my glory is 4 times my 5
20,
major
yeah.
knowledges, which takes me from 54 to 74. So I only was 10 ahead of you.
Right.
Okay.
And that is the end of the game. And Thebes is the city-state of.
Is that what you're doing?
glory.
Is you're trying to be the big city state?
I don't know. Victory points. That's all they were caring about in ancient Greek
Right,
times.
right. Well, that's most of these.
That
most of the history
is
according to board games.
Korra, Rise of an Empire.
Okay.
I have played once before, so I did. We're not on as level of a playing field as
that's
we
fine.
generally are.
I mean, that
know.
it's.
I feel bad for using my advanced knowledge of my one play of the game. But
No.
anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. What did you think of the game, Nikki?
I liked it. It's a good balancing. Now I know that those cards are so heavily military. I would have focused on military
Even
a
more than
lot
I
more.
remembered. Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed that there wasn't more of a mix of stuff, but then if you want to think about the culture of
Just the way the history
Romans
was written.
and the Greeks
sure.
and all that, it was all about glory through war, so and combat.
Well, it was this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Those are important.
I only went there once, and I
Yeah.
know, I don't know.
And you got hit at least 3 times by badness on the event cards, if
There
not
was,
4. So
yeah, some of that, and there was a misunderstanding in the cards that I had in my hand. So
Well, and you lost those 2, which was
yeah,
terrible.
and
That was bad.
Did you lose a
so-
brown card in that?
No, but I lost a really good purple card, and by the time I got this Reformist card out, my money wasn't cranking as much as it was at the beginning of the game, so I never even got to use this. At the beginning of the game, seemed like a really good card because I had a lot of money coming in based on these
I
cards
forgot to
and
actually
things.
collect 2 gold for that. You got to remember these things too.
yeah, you do have to
I only
remember
played
your
one more card
powers.
after that anyway.
What
so
did you? Oh, for playing
Yeah,
cards.
for
Right.
playing guard.
I mean, it's a really neat balancing act, and I would certainly try it again. I need,
But yes,
The-
getting these
the
purple ones out early
playthrough
is huge.
Yes, and
was
some of them.
clunky.
And Nikki only
For
had
me.
1, right?
Some of them you can't get out very early.
Right.
They're just expensive.
I had 3 cards left in my hand when I had to give up 2,
Yeah,
and
that-
one
that's
of them
harsh.
was a purple, which was gonna do really great. I think it was like 4 points every time you do the trade action.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I was looking at. I think I saw that one at one point, maybe.
Yeah, it was one of the initials.
I didn't really realize
the
how much I'd be
drafting.
trading, right? You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
you
Right.
really need to, especially with this card. For me, it helped me bump up a little bit all along there on that.
It sort of depends. I mean, I think the game is fairly flexible. I've played once. I'm not an
Right,
expert.
right.
But I think in my first game, I can't remember what city-state I had, but it was focused on something different, probably war already. But I barely ever traded at all. But I did like you did and took a couple early tax bumps. So most of
money
my
was almost
most of
never
my
a
money
problem.
came from that, and I almost never had to take that trade action.
Yeah.
So if you get your money from somewhere else, you may not have to take that action. If you get your philosophy scrolls from a card you play, you maybe never have to take that action.
Yeah.
Like there's at least sort of 2 ways around almost every problem.
Right.
But yeah, there's a lot of symbols to learn and a lot of sort of moving mechanics to get your
I
head
don't feel
around.
it's too difficult. I mean, thankfully, everything's in your hand, so you're not reading anything strangely on the board, right?
Right.
So it's cool. Do you have anything more you want to say before I jump into something here, Nick?
No, I'm already thinking about what I would do differently.
Right.
So,
I did the same after my first game, and I think that's a very good sign of an engaging design.
Yeah.
when you
it's
kinda
not
go,
too-
I could have done this, or I could have done
Yeah.
It's
this.
not too intense.
Right.
It's just figuring out the right level of, when you do things. I think I did okay. I mean, I did well. I'm not too far behind you.
I thought you were going to be an insurmountable
Well, I
lead when
wanted
you
to.
got
I
3
wanted to get on the
achievements
glory,
before
but it
anybody
was just. It was not as easy to gain, right? I took money, which was good, but look at where I'm at now, right? It
Yes.
kind of like overdid it. So I should have been one more. That would have been 4 times 5 would have been 20 for me.
I did.
Which I had 12, I think, or no, did I have 16? I had 16. So I would only gain another-
I didn't want to advise you too much, but like I sort of did the same as you in my first game, where I almost thought like when you took the second tax bump, I almost was going to say, I think you should do this
reverse
instead.
it, right?
Because it seems really good to get tax in the early game,
Well,
and it is.
I
but
didn't
glory
really.
Can be a
I don't
lot
think
of
I saw the
points.
power of trade at that point.
right.
Trade is one above my, which
Yes,
is a lot of money.
which
It's
is a
more
lot
than
of
you
money.
really.
Yes,
I
it
was
is.
hoping to try to do more to get these red cards, and I did not. And as I said, I drew 2 gold cards on that on the blind draw. Which
I
was
drew
rough.
I drew 2 purple, which was useless, except that I got points for cards left in my hand.
Sure,
so
sure.
it was nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my one tiny problem with this game, although I do think it's really excellent, and I think it's easy to teach and easy to grasp. And as usual, we went well over an hour, but I think it's playable in an hour pretty easily.
Sure.
My one issue, and it's not a big thing at all, is that your random city that you are given at the beginning of the game, it railroads you a little bit too much, I think. It gives you this strategy to do. It gives you your initial bump, and it gives you're rewarded for going up and doing this, and you're rewarded for going up and taking these points, and you're rewarded. It sets you on a strategy
You know
path.
Right.
I took a
You forgot about some other
trade
reward?
action. I'm closer to you.
What do you have? What's that? 3?
3 points for every trade action.
You should be at least.
Yeah.
When did you get up to
It's
that
been a while.
top?
But yeah, I probably have at least another
9
9 points,
6
maybe.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're most likely either here or here.
Right.
Based on
Right.
that. Someone will
Right.
have to rewind and see how many times
Yeah.
you took the trade action after
Yeah,
that.
I don't know.
See, there's a lot
See,
of little things to remember.
it's hard to do that, and you
It
get
is.
used to it once you understand it. And
Yes.
you're like, oh, hey.
But that's my one
But that's
complaint
why
actually.
I wanted to get there.
Is like you sort of can't sit down and go, I want to do only war this game, only troops, because your starting city might reward you for drawing politics cards, or it might reward you for moving up on the economy track. And yeah, you could struggle against that, but I sort of like, I appreciate the freedom to choose my own strategy,
Okay.
and these cities, I think, guide you a little too much.
Okay.
Not that that's not helpful. Not that the 7 cities aren't really well balanced. We'll look at the other ones that we didn't use in a minute just to see what they're like. But
Yeah.
and they're really well done. I just kind of think that maybe they take a little bit of the choice out of your hands. That's all.
I guess it depends on the game, but I like games that kind of at the outset kind of point you in a direction.
I wished I'd remembered this because now we're gonna have to put a note
We are, and we'll
on the video.
Yeah.
What a boob!
Well,
Well, I would say you guys are probably
you'll put a little
tied.
star for your actual victory
I'm just gonna have
points.
to say,
Yeah.
I mean, it's how silly. I mean, but that's okay. It's just that people
I
are gonna
think
say
this is probably pretty likely. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Well,
it
I did go
changed the
pretty quickly
victor.
because
Yeah.
the deal was I was shooting for these things to get to that, and I don't remember how long it's been. I think it's been a long time since I did a 6, but maybe only 3 times.
And you
I
did
mean,
a lot
there's
of
a lot of 9
trades.
rounds. Oh, I traded almost every round.
I know.
I just
I
don't
know.
know when,
Almost every round
We'll have
because it was
we'll
like
have to rewind and see.
money and
Yeah.
potentially gaining these, which I was doing at first, so that I could at least start moving into the because then I finally got into the troops and stuff like that, which I
Yeah.
needed to do. But yeah, it's cool. It's not too bad. It's definitely a little bit crunchy.
Fiddly, a little fiddly and
No,
crunchy.
I don't mind that. Right?
No, I don't either. I'm just
you're
saying.
responsible for paying attention to what your benefits are. And it's not easy for you. You don't know, like you're good at like pointing out stuff when we have problems, but it's not easy to see what my specialties
Sure.
are. Even though I said it, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Right. I'm not going to remember everyone's.
Yeah, you
card,
can't.
every
It's
single
too
card
much.
in the
It's
entire
hard enough to
table.
remember
Yeah.
your own as you're working
Yeah.
on them, and you didn't even bother with it.
Right. I just decided to go a different way, which I actually liked that was possible. Not going to do this. Gonna score my points from cards
Right.
and exploring, which worked pretty
But
good.
yeah, it was interesting to have like things that give you victory points just passively, right? Like these are both trade. Like that was the
Yes.
reason why I saved that card.
Yeah.
It's
You
hilarious
got
to
at
me that I
least
did not remember
5 off of that
Yeah.
card.
I mean, that was why I'm like, oh hell, I got to do that. Trade will be great.
You should have remembered. You're right.
I'll definitely. We'll see. Maybe I snuck the victory from you.
You might have actually. It's really close.
But yeah, it's very cool. I did not think I was going to do that well. I initially I felt these tracks were going really slow.
Yes.
But I had enough money that it didn't matter. I should
Money
have.
helps
I
shove
might have
those up.
skipped doing it once, and I probably should. But I might not have had enough money at the. I think I did it on the end of every other round because this is where I thought I was going to suffer. I wasn't seeing how culture was going to be beneficial to me. Although I had those cards, but it was just like this one had been great too. 2 military during the tax phase. But other things were important by that time, right? Even though I only played, so I leapt ahead to do the 4 cards,
Sure.
3 cards.
Yes.
And I knew that I wanted to try to do these things. I thought for sure we were going to tie on that one. I thought, oh, he's going to tie with me on that
It
one.
was only because of my die roll.
Yeah.
I rolled snake eyes on the second turn, and that's what stopped me.
Wasn't the second turn? No, it wasn't the second
Yes,
turn.
it was.
It couldn't have been. Because I think this is my third
Yes,
one.
but I couldn't play the card on the second turn because I rolled Snake Eyes.
I see.
Otherwise, I would have played the
back
politics
one.
card
Right,
on
right.
turn 1, 2, and 3, just like you did.
Right.
So that's what screwed me there.
Well, I'm talking about the economy one too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about the card
Okay.
one.
No, that one I definitely.
Oh yeah,
did
the
wanna
economy
do.
one where you got it one phase ahead of me
Right.
was also kind of an interesting.
I thought for sure you would hit it. At the
I
same
did
time as
too,
me.
but then you got it because of an action, and I
Right.
got it from paying.
Right.
progress.
This one here, which was
Yeah.
move two of your two tracks
was-
up one each, which was pretty
That was
spectacular.
pretty cool.
I think I did military and economy for that one. But it's cool. These are neat. I wish Nikki had been in the game on those.
Yeah, she
you
didn't.
know?
She didn't jump
It
on any
was
of
I
those
wasn't
quickly enough.
moving fast enough. It was like, oh, what's happening?
You did-
They're gone already.
Like a lot of games, you just sort of got yourself into a money crunch
I
somehow.
did.
And like a lot of games, this will hurt. This will penalize you for
Yeah.
that. If you don't have the money to sort of be constantly moving
Mm-hmm.
these forward, and sometimes purchasing knowledge, and sometimes purchasing
Wow.
other things, and paying for your politics cards, like if you don't get a little bit of an economy engine going,
Yeah.
it can really hurt you in this game, and that may be a drawback for new players. But again,
It's not
it's
that
advice
long.
that I might give to new players.
Right.
Don't forget
Yeah.
your
For
money.
sure.
Keep some money coming in.
For
Well,
sure.
I kind of feel like, and I'd have to play again to see that. I think I wasted money doing
Doing those,
paying
yeah.
five
Paying $5?
for these
Yeah.
Instead of trying to go here, yeah.
focusing on going up
I
military
just did it to get
and
the
getting
wheels
here.
turning, but I ended up doing it one,
Right.
2, 3, 4 times. Which I mean, I had plenty of money, so it wasn't really like that big of an issue. But I stopped because at one point I'm like, well, it doesn't matter anymore. I don't.
Yeah,
want,
no,
I
I've
don't
got-
want ones that are not
I
going to do
mean-
anything.
I've got more than I need,
Yeah.
frankly. Yeah. There's a point where you don't really need them unless they're
I
doing
have
something.
4 of those.
Yeah.
I did 1 military, and the rest of those are bought.
Yeah.
This is interesting,
Not-
but it
not
seems
good.
painful. I mean, look what it doesn't matter, but look where you're at on the military.
Yeah.
Right?
But if it's the second to last turn of the game,
Yeah.
doesn't
whatever.
matter much.
Yeah. I mean, I thought I might be able to get there at the same time as you, and I could have had I done some, like certain things that would have, like these, if I had put these out. But I had other fish to fry at that
Yeah.
point in time, right? You
And
know?
I was clearly focusing. I could have gotten to it one turn earlier if I
Oh,
wanted
for
to.
sure.
I was clearly focused on getting that when I wanted it. Let's look at these other city-states that come with
Sure.
the game.
Sure.
And obviously these would be ripe for expansion to put out a few more if they wanted to put out expansions. I love the individualized art. These are really beautiful here.
Yeah.
We've got Argos, which starts with some extra troops and gets a bunch of victory points, or gets 2 glory at its highest level. Olympia starts with tax, a tax dollar, and gets culture actions at the end of the game. For its highest level, it gets 3 culture actions. So that could be like 9, 15, or 18, or 21 victory points.
Wow.
Right.
Sparta, the warriors, of
Is
course.
that Sparta?
Yeah.
We are Sparta.
This is Sparta.
This
This
is
is Sparta,
Sparta.
right? Yeah, this is Sparta.
No, it's
They
We Are
lose-
Groot.
They
oh my
lose
gosh.
less troops when they explore. That's their
Nice.
permanent first ability. And at the end, they get victory points for each blue knowledge that they have.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. And Athens, their ancient foes, they start with 3 philosophy scrolls, and they get 3 points for every politics
Philosophy.
card in play at the end of the game.
Nice.
So see, every city has its sort
Yeah.
of focus and its sort
Right.
of thing to aim for.
This definitely
is kinda
seems
neat.
like something you'd like to try to focus on. It's just,
It's hard. You really have to. I mean, you're giving up something else every time you focus.
well, there's
on moving
not
up
many
one
ways
track.
to gain it. You know what I mean? Basically here, right? This is a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
If you
potentially.
max your military,
Exactly.
yeah.
And I couldn't at the beginning. Like that very first
maybe,
round, I
and a
didn't
couple
do
from
it.
here if you forego some
Sure,
tax.
sure. But if more players are playing for that, more people are going to hit it, and you're not going to
Yeah.
get. Me getting 3 is ridiculous.
No, that's a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good.
I just picked up my card, and it's got like the
It's got a
full-
very nice story and history about
a
the cities on
history
the
about
back.
the hit.
Neat.
The
Yeah, it's a really well
I
designed,
thought it was
really
actually
well produced
saying
game.
it's
It
head of the revolt. Huh?
even shows you
Head of the
right
revolting.
where it was.
Yeah.
But I thought that was the name because that kind of looks like John Milius, right? John Milius.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Okay.
you know, I love John Milius. Okay.
It does kind of look like it.
Yeah.
actually.
I want to try it again and be
All
better.
right. All right, let's we'll shuffle up the cities and try again.
All
That's
right.
right. Well, thanks for teaching us, Aaron.
And thank you for playing.
And thanks to you for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing to our channel. If you click on the bell, you'll get notified when we put up new videos. See you next time.